What's going on, guys? This is Almost Expert Wrestling, and we're bringing you our predictions for what's being called Brock Lesnar live from Tokyo, Beast in the East, which is of course going to be live on the WWE Network at 5:30 a.m. Eastern this Saturday morning, and that's 2:30 a.m. over for our West Coasters. So let's all say a prayer for them. We're gonna be giving our predictions for this, Kyle and I, and so let's get this started. All right, so the first match we're gonna be predicting is the tag team match between New Day. I'm guessing it's gonna be Kofi Kingston's in the match later. So Xavier Woods and Big taking on Lucha Dragons, of course, Kalisto and Sin Cara. I'm looking forward to this match a little bit. Really looking forward to every match on this card. It's a pretty stacked card, if you ask me. But this match is pretty. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure that we will be seeing Lucha Dragons going off with their and Kalisto going off with their high-flying moves to entertain the Tokyo crowd. And I think that New Day is gonna be jerks, of course, just like they are in every city. And I think it's well, obviously, but I'm gonna have to go here with if I were to go with one team, I'd probably have to go with. Oh, he's already laughing. I'm probably gonna have to go with Lucha Dragons. I'm gonna have to go with them. This is one of the matches that I was kind of struggling with predicting a little bit, but I feel like since it's pretty much it's a live event. I mean, obviously it's being on the network, so it's technically televised, but I still look at it as a live event, and I think live events are usually just all faces winning, but I don't know if we'll see that at this pay-per-view. Just stick around for our predictions in this video, but I'm going to have to go with the faces here, Lucha Dragons, to win this tag team match and showcase their skills in Tokyo. Okay, Kyle, give your prediction for this match.
Okay, so you're going with Lucha Dragons, and I respect that prediction, and in this match we have the former tag team champion, New Day, taking on Lucha Dragons, which is a little bit different. I mean, I really kind of expected it to be primetime players instead of Lucha Dragons, but I agree that Lucha Dragons are going to come ahead and bring it with their high-flying ability. Same situation with Big E and Xavier Woods, a great tag team as well in their own right. I'm going to have to agree with you on this to go with Lucha Dragons. I mean, basically because New Day, they've been on a big losing streak anyway, at least when it comes to televised shows. And, I mean, New Day, they've lost a lot of matches. And it's a shame because right now they need momentum, having a big rematch at Battleground in in about 2 weeks. So, I mean, they need momentum, but I don't think they're going to start getting momentum now. I think Lucha Dragons do come out on top. I mean, I guess just because it'd be a big win for them. They don't really win as much as we think they do. They do. I mean, they win their fair share of matches, but they haven't won that big match yet. And I think that this will be a good opportunity for them to get a big win over Xavier Woods and E-Big. So, yeah, going with New Day to win. Well, no, not with Lucha Dragons.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
To win.
Okay, so we're both going with Lucha Dragons, and with that, we will move on to the next match we're predicting, which will be Cesaro taking on a very worthy opponent. I mean, he's scratched and clawed his way to the top, so Cesaro will have a big fight versus Diego. Yes, Diego, not the Go Diego Go cartoon character. No, this is Diego from Los Matadores, and he's gonna be world champion one day, and so Cesaro's got his hands full here. But quite simply, this isn't going to be a long prediction. I'm going with Cesaro here. Okay? I'm not going to go on any further. Kyle, give your prediction, which will probably be Cesaro.
Well, yeah, I mean, in which was originally supposed to be Cesaro and Tyson Kidd taking on New Day, correct? But Of course, that match was scratched due to the fact that Tyson Kidd suffered the injury, and they had something to do with New Day. You know, they put him against Lucha Dragons, but for Cesaro, they're like, what do we do with you? So they put him against Diego. I mean, it could turn out to be an okay match because Diego's not really a bad wrestler.
Yeah.
And when it comes to it, he's not horrible. He doesn't botch. I mean, it's just like Lost Matadors is just a funny tag team. Like, nobody really gives them as much credit as they deserve. So, I mean, it's going to be funny, though, to see Cesaro do battle win him. And, you know what, it could be okay. But, just saying, Cesaro probably was going to beat John Cena on Raw. So how do you expect him to lose to Primo or Diego a couple days later in Tokyo? So I think it's easy Cesaro for this match.
All right. Two shocking picks from both Joe and Kyle there. So now we're moving on to the WWE Divas Championship match, where Nikki Bella will defend her Divas Championship against both Paige and Naomi in a triple threat match. So I'm gonna go on and predict here first. Okay, I'm looking forward to this match a little bit. When I first looked at this match, I just stuttered there. Match. I wasn't really sure I wasn't sure who I wanted or thought I was gonna win, for better words. I wasn't sure who I thought was gonna win at first, but then it became more obvious. You know, I don't know. It's a tough one, but a little bit, but it's not. But either way, I'm gonna have to go with Nikki Bella here to retain her championship. And this is kind of like, for some reason that was tough to say, because looking at that match there, I was thinking to myself, if this is a network special and you're gonna have people wake up their butts at 5:30 a.m. Eastern, you're gonna have to give them something that's significant. Give them a little bit of significance in this event, not just have everyone obviously win. But I still think that Nikki Bella will retain. That's how I book it from a wrestling perspective. But from an event perspective, I feel like there's a big chance that either Naomi or Paige could actually win this match. But quite simply, I'm going to have to go with Nikki Bella here. So it's kind of a tough pick, but at the same time, it's not. I'm going to ask for Kyle's opinion on this. Who do you have winning this match?
I agree with you, and the way I look at it, the way I was really looking at it first is championships typically don't change live events.
Mm-hmm.
Or really, they don't typically change on Raw or SmackDown, much less a live event. So that's really kind of what threw me away from it. But then I look at, other matches on the card, and I'm like, well, it could change. But for this, I don't see it being Paige's time, man. I want her to win the championship eventually again. And I just don't see Paige, capitalizing and winning the championship now. In the future, yes, but right now, Paige isn't going to beat Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella is going to win the match, and I think it's obvious to many fans that Nikki Bella deserves it. She's been the champion for a long time. It's going to be a great match. I mean, Nikki Bella and Paige are going to, tear the house down. Both of them, the chemistry in that match is awesome. We've seen them compete against each other before, so them two are going to have a great match together, and I can't wait for it. So it's going to definitely be a worthy Divas match. I'm glad they put it on there. And I mean, it was expected. I guess it was obvious, but I think they'll do battle at Battleground again. I see this match potentially happening. So it's going to be great. So I'm going with Nikki Bella to retain, potentially with some Brie Bella interference. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And one person we did not really mention in both of our predictions was Naomi. She's in the match too. I feel bad for that, but yeah, we didn't even mention her. But yeah, she's in there too. Yeah, she's there. So up next, we're gonna predict the. Okay, we're getting down to a few more matches here. We got Chris Jericho returning. Well, he's done live events, so it's not really a return, but on the network, it's return, I guess, versus the Noon Sensation and the man Gravity forgot, and the other 50 nicknames to give him for the rest of his career, Neville. So I'll begin here, like always, and yes, this was a match that I was also struggling with predicting. For some reason, this took me a while, and now looking back, it's like, why? I mean, I'm obviously a fan of like every superstar, really, but I'm a big fan of both Chris Jericho and Neville. And of course, originally, I'm sure most of you know this. Originally Chris Jericho was supposed to face Finn Balor, and they were really advertising that all over. And then they just changed it up, and now Finn Balor's going to be challenging Kevin Owens for the title, which we'll get to in a little bit, so stick around for that. But yeah, they gave him Neville, and I think that's a good replacement. Good replacement. I think it'll be a great match, Jericho and Neville. Obviously, we've never seen them face each other before, so it'll be something new. It won't be the same old crap, as everybody always says, in the IWC. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. And it was tough at first, but I'm gonna have to go with Neville here, because I think that Chris Jericho will put him over. Because what's the point of having Chris Jericho win here? I mean, what will happen to Jericho if he wins this match? What will happen to Neville if he wins this match? He'll get a win over Chris Jericho. You know, it's a big win. I know it's a live event and all that, but it's still a big win for his career, and it's on the network, so I think Jericho will put him over there, and now it looks obvious, but at first I was struggling with this for some reason. So, Kyle, give me your prediction for this match.
Yeah, and Jericho actually worked a lot of. I'm just looking here. Chris Jericho's been working a lot of more matches in June. He beat King Barrett most recently on June 28th, and so then he tagged with Ziggler. He beat Luke Harper like 5 times in a row on live event, or Luke. But yeah, Jericho's definitely not like inactive. I know a lot of people think he's just hosting Tough Enough. He's been working live shows and stuff. He's still well within the business. He's not departed, and that's obvious. And so we have Jericho Neville, which is an intriguing matchup. It's a good opportunity for Neville to win, and I think I really agree. You know, I'm going to predict Neville to win as well. But at the same time, I mean, I'd love to see Jericho win. You know, it'd be a cool win for Jericho. He's he's probably popular in Japan. So that'd be cool to see Jericho win. You know, pick up a big victory. You know, a comeback win. But at the same time, it's like, you know, what's going to come out of it for Jericho? You know, I mean, you're completely right about that. But at the same time, you know, when Neville wins, it's going to be a huge boost for his career. It's going to probably be his biggest victory yet. He hasn't had that distinctive win yet. So, yeah, definitely. It's going to be a great match, though. I think it'll probably be match of the night. It'll be a candidate for match of the night. It'll probably get 15, 20 minutes. So, it'll be a good match. And, yeah, Finn Balor and Jericho was originally supposed to happen. But, of course, Finn Balor had to go a different route. It probably had a lot to do with the Hideo injury. You know, because Hideo Itami, he's from Japan, I believe, correct? So
yeah, I believe
he was probably that's probably what originally was going to happen. It was going to be Hideo Itami taking on Kevin Owens, but then of course the injury happened to Hideo, and you know, then Balor got the opportunity, so ended up changing plans. But yeah, Neville will win, and I think Jericho is definitely going to work as a face. Same with Neville, so it should be a really, really good battle between these two.
Yeah, and just to give, you mentioned, I'm sure Jericho's big in Japan. Just to give some background, it just hit me that Jericho is very big in Japan. In fact, I just remembered he actually made his name there right before he was signed to ECW back in whenever 94, 95 when he was signed by ECW. Before then, he made his name in Japan. So, big history for him there. I just remembered that. So, okay. So there's a little side note for everyone to hit that like button. Okay, so next match we're going to be predicting is the... What is it? What is the next match that we're predicting?
Brock Lesnar.
That's right. It is Brock Lesnar, the guy who is in the title of this event. Brock Lesnar beats the East. He's taking on Kofi Kingston. And, you know, this match is one that many people aren't real. It's probably the one that people aren't looking forward to the most. I mean, all of these matches everybody's looking forward to, but this one's probably just takes a little bit lower than the rest because, come on now, it's Brock Lesnar, the Beast. He's gonna be in the East, and he's gonna take on Kofi Kingston. No, no disrespect to Kofi Kingston here, but Brock Lesnar's in-ring return since WrestleMania, they're not gonna have Kofi Kingston win unless, yeah, that just gave my prediction away. Yeah, I'm having Brock Lesnar win here, so yeah, I'm sure none of you were expecting that, and yeah, I'm sure Kofi Kingston. I mean, the only way I would ever see him winning, is if New Day were to interfere somehow. That's the only way that I would ever see
Or,
Kofi Kingston winning. No way he's gonna ever win clean against Brock Lesnar.
or,
What?
I don't know. I'm just saying or because I had my prediction.
Okay, well, I pretty much said all I need to say about this match. Kyle, I can't wait to hear your or prediction.
The funny thing is, 4 or 5 years ago, people would be going crazy if Kofi Kingston was facing Brock Lesnar, man. Everybody was always like, push Kofi, and then now he's getting the chance. People are like, why is it Kofi? It's like, come on, man. I mean, you know what? They could have picked anybody. That's the thing. I mean, they picked Kofi, which I don't know why. Like, I don't know any background, like any backstage news on why Kofi was the guy. I mean, because this was like reported a long time ago that it was going to be Kingston and Lesnar, and I really was kind of like, whoa to it, But I mean, I agree. I see Lesnar winning. You're correct. New Day could potentially try to get involved, or maybe the WWE World Heavyweight Champion took the flight too and just didn't let anybody know, and he could get involved. That's what I'm thinking might happen.
Whoa.
But wouldn't that be something if Seth Rollins makes his presence felt? I don't know. I mean, that'd be awesome. Have a big brawl. And I mean, it's likely not going to, because I don't think Rollins said he did not take the flight, and he was on SmackDown, and everybody who's working the show was not on SmackDown, like Neville. I don't think so. Correct me. No, I think New Day were. No, I don't know. I don't think New Day were. I don't think anybody that was working the show was on SmackDown. Can you give me that answer, Joe? I just want to know.
I don't know. I didn't watch SmackDown. Jeez.
Yeah, because Rollins and Reigns in the main event. Ambrose faced Wyatt. Now I don't believe that anybody who was involved in the because Brie Bella faced somebody, which is rare. So sorry, I don't think that anybody who was working the Japan show was on SmackDown tonight, because they're all probably in Japan. Because they're working a live show in a couple of hours, actually, because they're working a show July 3rd and then July 4th, working back-to-back nights. Only one's going to be televised, the second one. So the chances of Rollins actually being there probably isn't going to happen, but I think it would be a cool aspect. But nonetheless, getting too far into detail, I think that it's pretty easy that Lesnar's going to win. I don't think it's going to be a glorified squash match by any means, but it's definitely not going to be what we call a 5-star classic. So that's basically the way I put it. But, a good opportunity for Kingston. But, it's basically just to make Lesnar look strong.
Yeah. I didn't even think of that with that Rollins situation. I really like. If that were to happen, that would be awesome. Like, it really would be. Good hype for the pay-per-view battleground. Okay, up next, we're going to be predicting what is it's reportedly being the main event of this event, but it's not going to be the main event of our predictions because it's not worthy. So, we have here another tag team match, but it is involving John Cena and Dolph Ziggler taking on Kane and King Barrett. So, John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, Kane, and King Barrett. Not really looking forward to this match that much. I mean, I guess it's interesting in a way. I mean, even though none of them are really rivals right now. So it's a pretty random match, but I don't know. It's a one they just threw in there. I'm sure they'll make a good match out of it, but if I were to go with any team here, I'm going to have to go with the recurring theme of live events and go with the face. So I'm going to have to go with, the faces, John Cena and Dolph Ziggler. beating Kane and King Barrett. I don't know. Why not? I mean, do you really see Kane and King Barrett winning here? Unless if it's like dirty or something. That's like the only situation in all these matches. But
Dirty.
what do you want me to say, Kyle?
Kane is dirty.
Yeah. The inside jokes we have. Okay, so yes, I'm gonna have to go with the faces here: John Cena and Dolph Ziggler, picking up a win against Kane and King Barrett. So, Kyle, give your prediction for this match.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like a random pairing. Cena and Ziggler haven't been aligned lately at all, nor has Kane and King Barrett. Really, neither of these. I mean, none of these four guys are even involved with each other. Barrett and Ziggler had a long feud for a while. Same situation with Cena and Kane, and then vice versa, Cena, Barrett, Kane, Ziggler. But I mean, they're not involved with each other right now. And I think it was just kind of like a random couple of faces who are popular against a couple of heels who generate heat. Or so. And then I mean, but I think that Cena and Ziggler are going to win, but I think it will definitely be a good match. Tag team matches are always okay. So but I think if I would predict Kane and Barrett, there's really like no reason. I really have no like explanation.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even think their biggest fans can predict them to win. I just think it's so obvious. But yeah.
I'm Kane's biggest fan, but I'm not picking him winning. Okay, so we'll move on to the next match, which is the final match on this card. Whoa, we made it to the NXT Championship match. The current champion, Kevin Owens, is going to be taking on the challenger, Finn Balor, and this is probably the most anticipated match of the whole card. I think it's safe to say that. I mean, I'm personally looking forward to this one the most. Like, this should be the main event, but apparently it's the tag team match, but whatever. Okay, I get the honors of starting this, I guess. Wow. Okay, this match isn't hard to predict. Like, I already know who I've had this person winning for a while, but it's hard to say in a way. But I'm gonna have to go here with Finn Balor to win the NXT Championship, plain and simple. I mean, I really see it happening. Like, I mean, just like with every other match, the only way Kevin Owens would win if it was not clean. I won't say dirty because then Kyle will laugh. But yeah, that's the only way Owens would win in my opinion. But I'm gonna have to go with Balor here, plain and simple. I've said that already, but I mean, they played these videos each and every week on NXT, and now they mashed them together, made a special on the network of Finn Balor getting to know his career so far, and it's even airing before the this special. So I think that they're really letting us, the fans, know who he is, so that we can get ready for his NXT Championship reign, and I'm looking forward to it. I really think it's going to happen, but we shall see. As Lesnar would say, I will see you on Saturday. So we'll see about that. So, Kyle, I'm going to hand it over to you. Who do you have winning?
Alright, yeah, and what's expected to be the best match of the night is and what's expected to be the match of the night is Finn Balor taking on Kevin Owens for the NXT Championship, and a lot of people are saying that this is probably one of the most predictable championship matches we've seen in a long time, which I hate because Kevin Owens has been one of the strongest characters on Monday Night Raw for a very, very long time. He beat John Cena at the Elimination Chamber event just a little bit ago, and then he fought John Cena to a 4.5-star match at Money in the Bank. He did lose, but ended up looking strong. And overall, Kevin Owens has looked nothing but strong since he came to Monday Night Raw, and overall in his very, very short WWE NXT career. And at the same time, you got Finn Balor, somebody who I probably know a lot less about, but I know that he's doing well for himself down there in NXT. He's making a name for himself as well. He's doing great. I give I tip my hat to both men. You know, both men are phenomenal competitors, and this is a match that we're not going to only see here. We could potentially see main eventing Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, pay-per-views in the future. And but nonetheless, as much as I would love to see Kevin Owens walk out retaining the NXT Championship, you know, I just want to see it. So I'm going to pick Kevin Owens to win. I don't want Finn Balor to win because I want Kevin Owens. I mean, you know what? It's not that I don't want Finn Balor to win. It's that I hate how obvious it is. I hate how he is just. I mean, I just don't see Kevin Owens beating John Cena after he lost to Finn Balor. You know what I mean? I just don't see it happening, and that's why, as much as I want Owens to become U.S. champion, I see him retaining the NXT Championship and losing the U.S. title rather than risking it vice versa. Why would we want to see him lose the NXT title? And then, his chances of losing the U.S. title match is even bigger. And his chances of losing that match is big anyway because he's facing Cena. So, I don't know. I'm gonna go Owens here, just for now. But at the same time, Baylor's probably gonna win. I'm just gonna go Owens, and that way, I know that I'm behind Owens. So that's plain and simple. I'm behind Kevin Owens throughout this match, and I'm gonna pick him to win, just because I'm a big Kevin Owens fan, and I want him to win the match. So nothing else to it.
Okay, I respect your prediction there. But yeah, I do like your prediction there. Yeah, okay, so that's gonna do it. Whoa, we got through this. Not really that fast, but we got through it, and you did too. Give yourself a pat on the back for sticking through an AEW video, and hit that like button below to make us feel good about ourselves, and it'll make you feel good as well. But you know what's really going to make you feel good is if you hit that subscribe button below. That will be like a stress relief. And commenting below who you think is going to win any match. You can tell us all the matches you predict all of them below if you want, or tweet to me at official AEW, and I'll retweet them because I'm feeling very generous about that. Because so many people tweet to me, but still, I'll retweet it. So yeah, thank you all for watching so much, and do all the things I said or else. Kyle, tell them about your Twitter.
Yeah, and be sure to check me out on Twitter at Kyle Smith. At Kyle Smith AEW for live tweeting during WWE Tough Enough, and of course potentially during some Raw, SmackDown, and pay-per-views, and of course I'm not gonna probably tweet during Beast in the East. I don't think anybody's gonna be awake unless you're in Japan, so you can watch it live. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but you can watch it live in Japan, just like Tensai. I'm sure Tensai is gonna be watching the Japan show. He's big over there, but yeah, so of course at Kyle Smith AEW for Tough Enough tweeting, and as well, guys, like Joe said, check out the AEW page here on YouTube for all of your past videos about predictions, about superstars, about anything that you want wrestling. And so we're getting close, guys, to a lot more videos coming up. Just to let you guys know what's coming up, we got our first half Superstars of the Year coming up soon. We have our WWE 2K15, or 16 rather, preview that will be next month, or this month rather, since it's July now, and many more thoughts on Superstars videos. We have a lot of stuff planned out, Battleground predictions in a couple weeks, so we have a lot more match, we have a lot more stuff coming up, and a lot more curb stomps to hand out. Alright, Joe, that's it. Go ahead.
Alright, yeah, you never know what's going to pop up on AEW's YouTube page. So hit that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, this is AEW with it.